Hello and happy Friday. My name is Ashley and today we're going to be talking about alcohol abuse. So for starters, let's do a quick activity before we get started. Let's go ahead and create a KWL chart in 3 columns. The left column will be the K chart, the K side, and it's going to be what you already know about alcohol abuse. Fill that in about what you already know. The middle one is going to be what you want to know or what you want to learn about alcohol abuse. And so go ahead and fill that part out and then leave the other one blank. Just go ahead and put the L at the top. That's going to be for at the end about what you guys learned at the end. Take a couple seconds to fill that out. All right. So there's that. Did you know that 1,825 students between ages of 18 and 24 die each year due to an unintentional alcohol-related injury? That's a lot of people. And unintentional, so they don't know that they're doing it. It's just habits that they don't understand. That is what it's doing to their body, and then they end up dying from it. Also, 25% of them report that academically it has consequences like missing class, failing grades, overall ending grade that is not what they'd like it to be, or doing bad on assignments, falling behind, all of that sorts, all due to alcohol reasons that they're unaware of. Okay, so why does this matter? Why are we talking about alcohol abuse? Why do we want to inform college students about the consequences of alcohol abuse? Well, because not only does it have consequences with school, it has consequences of the quality of life. It can turn your life into a negative, and it can have a negative impact on your life with everything. And it's important to know all the consequences that alcohol abuse brings, not only, like I said, school, but it has many other consequences that come along with abusing alcohol. So we're gonna get into that. So first off, we're going to talk about what is alcohol abuse. So alcohol abuse is a pattern of drinking that interferes with your daily activities. So anything like between going to school, going to work, family gatherings, or anything you do daily, anything that alcohol interferes with is what alcohol abuse is. If anyone's allowing it to come in and take over and prevent you guys from doing anything that you're supposed to be doing, that is alcohol abuse. That is abusing alcohol when it becomes more important than your daily activities. So some of the risk factors that can come along with alcohol abuse is repeated alcohol consumption. So you're living in an alcoholic environment. Everything that you want to do is alcohol. Everything you want to drink is alcohol. It can also trigger, if you are already someone who suffers from anxiety disorder, depression, or even bipolar disorder, alcohol can trigger those triggers and set off those moods or depression feelings, stuff like that. Lack of support and poor health. Poor health is a big one, as well as the other factors like depression, anxiety. It does lead to poor health. So, ways to protect yourself from alcohol abuse is try making some friends that don't drink. Hang out with a group of people you've never hung out with that don't like to party, that don't like to drink, that just kind of like to do normal college student activities. Engage in activities with your school, with sports, anything to get your mind off of drinking. Try doing, they have art groups, they have drama groups, they have music groups, they have everything at school, as well as stuff that goes along with your career path, like join a club, join outside activities, go volunteer, stuff like that. Even family can be a huge help, spending more time with family instead of going out and drinking. All right, so let's take another second to think, pair, and share. So pair up with a partner next to you and write down 3 factors of alcohol abuse and 3 ways to protect yourself from alcohol abuse. All right, looks like everyone's doing a good job. So you guys can continue writing those as we go. But we're going to start with the signs and symptoms. So there are a ton of signs and symptoms of alcohol abuse, but a couple of the main ones are if you find yourself or others drinking continuously. So drinking on a day-to-day basis when they don't normally drink, that could be a sign. It can also lead to relationship issues with marriages, with friends, with family, with coworkers. If you find relationships that are normally good becoming bad, then that's another sign. Doing illegal things because of drinking, that's a huge one. Or if you find yourself or others having to drink in secret instead of going out in the living room with your family, you're in your room drinking because you don't want them to see, that's another sign. If you see a change in your appearance or your personality, that could be another one, because alcohol can change your personality and how you act, as well as your physical appearance on the outside. Making excuses to drink, I think that's the biggest one a lot of people suffer from. That could be they're like, oh, I need to distress or just relax or feel normal. That's the 3 key ones that a lot of people suffer from when they are drinking excessively. You may experience short-term memory loss. You can't remember what you ate yesterday. You can't remember what you had to do for school. That's a big one. As well as mood swings. You could find your mood changing as well. Like I said, your personality as well. Okay, so let's take a minute as we went through all that. Let's write down a list of signs and symptoms you see either in yourself or you've seen in others. So it could be you find yourself slowly starting to show some of those signs and symptoms, or you know a friend or a family member or coworker. So write down what you've seen in yourself or others, and also ways for either you or that person you've seen in these signs and symptoms, ways for them to stay away and ways for them to get out of it. So I'm going to walk around and see how you guys are doing. All right, well done. So we are going to continue here. All right, so this is the health risks that I told you guys about. It doesn't always have just a physical appearance or mood appearance. It also really does affect your health. And in ways it does that is it's damage to the brain. So it can cause a deficiency in the brain, excessive drinking. It shows in the picture here like how the brain is supposed to look, and then when it's inflamed due to this disease. As well as liver is probably the number one health concern there is with drinking, because when you drink, this is what happened to your liver. So the fatty liver, and then you can get liver cirrhosis, as well as acute alcohol hepatitis. Another one it damages is your heart. So people don't normally think about that when they're drinking, is like, oh, it's just my liver. No, your heart does get damaged as well. It can give you heart failure or high blood pressure, which are both not good in living a healthy life. And damage to the pancreas. Once again, the pancreas can get inflamed and it can cause acute pancreatitis, as well as type 2 diabetes, which are both things that you want to keep healthy as you live in. All right. And then lastly, I'm just going to talk about moderate versus excessive drinking. A lot of people don't know the difference between, oh, I just like to have a beer a day, to, oh, no, I'm okay. So moderate drinking is up to 4 alcoholic beverages. That's for men, and 3 for women during the week. That's not during the week. It's 14 for men and 7 during the week, and then 3 or 4 for men and women a day. So that's moderate drinking. So you're allowed to have like a drink when you get home, but when it becomes excessive, which is how you know it's a problem. For men, it's having 5, and then for women, it's having 4. And then for men, if you have 15 or more drinks in a week, and then for women, if you have 8 or more drinks in a week, that is when it becomes excessive. There's no reason to be drinking that much throughout the whole week, or even that much in a day. But you have to know the difference between moderate and excessive drinking. And if you know that, then I think you're on the right track to knowing when to stop. And if you just know the signs and symptoms, you can help your friends, you can help your family, you can even help yourself. As long as you're open-minded and know what drinking is, what alcohol abuse is, and what excessive and moderate drinking is, you guys should be okay and be able to help yourself and others. So that is it for today about alcohol abuse. I thank you so much for all listening, and I hope you guys can fill out that L column now about what you learned, and I hope you use these tips and pointers and all this information to help yourself and others stay away from alcohol abuse. Thank you.